lights casting shadows on the wall. Empty glass, but I keep coming back for more. Smoke drifts slowly from a candle's flame. Every sip I take, I'm calling out your name. Old bar stools worn just like my heart, strumming blues chords in the dark. The clock keeps ticking, but time stood still. In this quiet room, I chase the thrill. Give me the last drop at midnight. Let the whiskey burn and set me right. With every note, the pain unwinds, lost in the music and the fading light. Vinyl spinning with a rusty groove, guitar moans making the silence move. Lonesome voices wrapped in steel strings. I find my peace in the songs it sings. A slow bend along, sustained, electric tears falling like the rain. And a low warmth in every tone. This bar's my refuge, this night's my home. Give me the last drop at midnight. Let the whiskey burn and set me right. With every note, the pain unwinds, lost in the music and the fading light. The night fades out like a gentle sigh, but the whiskey whispers don't say goodbye. I'll be back when the sun goes down to find that peace in this worn out town. Give me the last drop at midnight. Let the whiskey burn and set me right. With every note, the pain unwinds, lost in the music and the fading light. The ashtray's full, the ice is dyed, the bartender's wiping down his pride. Old guitar moans in a minor key, and every chord cuts deeper in me. She left in June, the rain still speaks through rusted strings and floorboard creaks. I watch the neon flicker slow, like memories I can't let go. There's echoes in a glass I can't ignore, Each sip pulls me back a little more. That lonesome sound, soaked in delay, plays the pain I drank away. Pour me slow, let the silence pass. I'm chasing echoes in a glass. Smoke hangs low where laughter once lived. Now only shadows know what love gives. The lead guitar bends like time itself, while my hope sits quiet on a dusty shelf. No more names carved in the barroom wood, just stories fading faster than they should. I play the blues 'cause it plays me too, and this old amp still tells the truth. Cry with analog decay. Tube warmth bleeds like heartbreak sway. Sustains hang long like a held goodbye. There's echoes in a glass I can't escape. Each pour draws the outline of her shape. I don't need light, I don't need grace, just the sound. The night drips slow like aged's bourbon gold. Under dimmed lights, stories left untold. Bar stools worn, but the spirits rise. In smoky whispers, truth never lies. Electric strings hum with velvet pain, bending notes like falling rain. Fingers trace a haunted tune, echoes fading in a blue-lit room. Rust and resin tangled in the air, whiskey-soaked memories laid bare. Long guitar cries cut electric whispers and that sound. One last sip before I roam. Rust and resin, my bittersweet home. Cries cut through the haze in this quiet bar. I lose the days. Hold that note, let it fade away. In the blues I'll always stay. Underneath the whiskey moonlight glow, shadows dance where the slow blues flow. A lonely tune on a battered guitar echoes soft like a fading star. Barroom whispers mixed with smoky air, fingers bleed on strings laid bare. Every note a tear, every chord a sigh. Painted stories in the midnight sky. Whiskey moonlight, pour me one more. Guitar cries on this old wooden floor. Time slips by in a mellow haze, lost in the warmth of those vintage days. Vinyl spinning, worn out songs of pain, mixing memories with the falling rain. Long reverb stretch like a dream untold, wrapped in amber, young and old. Sustain that lingers, bending slow and deep, a soulful cry that won't let me sleep. Analog ghosts in every line, playing soft where the heartache shines. Whiskey moonlight, pour me one more. Guitar cries on this old wooden floor. Time slips by in a mellow haze, lost in the warmth of those vintage days. Closing time, but the night's still young. In every note, a song unsung. Raise your glass, let the music heal. Find the truth that we all feel. Whiskey moonlight, pour me one more. Guitar cries on this old wooden floor. Time slips by in a mellow haze, lost in the warmth of those vintage days. Beneath the whiskey moonlight, the soul remains alive. Just me and and the jukebox hum. Whiskey neat and the night's gone numb. Ceiling fan spins like a worn-out prayer. Smoke curls slow in the ballroom air. Boots on the stool where she used to sit. Same old tune, but it don't quite fit. The bartender knows when I don't need to speak. He just pours another while the amp starts to leak. In the amber light and hollow sound, where lost men float but never drown. Every string bends like a memory's face, fading slow in a smoky space. Pour it deep and turn it loud. I disappear in the hollow sound. That mirror behind the bar don't lie. I see a ghost in my own eyes. She left her voice in the reverb ring. Now it haunts every note I sing. Let the tube amp buzz, let the speaker cry, let the echo ride till the bottle's dry. I ain't looking for peace or grace, just chasing ghosts I can't replace. Guitar takes over. Long bent notes soaked in vintage reverb, crying like an old soul under neon rain. Notes hanging swell with slow decay. In the amber light and hollow sound, where the world fades out without a crown. Let her shadow dance through this one last chord, while I toast the nights I can't afford. Pour it deep and turn it loud. I disappear in the hollow sound. The lights dim down, the voices hush. Ashes fall in the amber hush. No last words, no curtain call, just the sound of nothing and the barroom wall. Clock strikes slow in this faded dive. Neon flickers where lost dreams survive. A glass of bourbon warms my hand, while the guitar weaves its timeless strand. Smoke curls up in a lazy swirl. The night drips down like a whiskey pearl. Fingers slide on the fret so sweet. Each note a heartbeat, steady this quiet bar where time slips away. The night will end, but this will stay. Under dim lights, the night's wearing thin. Glass in my hand, chasing what's been. Smoke swirls slow like a ghost in the air. Every note of this blues takes me somewhere. Bar's quiet now, but the stories remain. Echoes of laughter, the heartbreak, the pain. Fingers on strings, bending notes so low. Guitar sings secrets only whiskey knows. Shadows and spirits in this old bar room. Whiskey flows like a slow, steady tune. Electric bends cut through the night. In this mellow haze, everything's alright. Stool Creek softly under tired souls, lost in the rhythm where the story unfolds. Vinyl crackles, a retro refrain, wrapped in the warmth of a bittersweet pain. Sustain lingers, a timeless embrace. Analog warmth in this sacred space. Notes drip slowly like the amber rain. Each one a whisper, each one a flame. Shadows and spirits in this old bar room. Whiskey flows like a slow, steady tune. Electric bends cut through the night. In this mellow haze, everything's alright. Midnight fades, but the music stays, guiding me through these blurry days. One last sip before the dawn's first light. In shadows and spirits, I find my fight. Shadows and spirits in this old bar room. Whiskey flows like a slow, steady tune. Electric bends cut through the night. In this mellow haze, everything's alright. Play it again, that old blues song, in the silence where I belong. The night's drawing in and I'm sitting alone. Whiskey in hand, but I'm feeling like stone. The smoke from my cigarette fills the air. I'm lost in my thoughts, but I just don't care. I walked in this bar with a heart that's torn. Another day gone and I'm feeling worn. The bartender bartender knows, don't have to say. Just pour me a glass, I'll drown it away. Glass half empty, heart half full, sipping on whiskey to keep me cool. Every drop's a memory I try to forget, but the more I drink, the more I regret. She left me once, now she's gone for good, and I'm left here misunderstood. Cigarette burning while I take a sip, trying to forget her touch, her kiss, her grip. Ooh, the blues are deep, but the whiskey's sweet. I keep on drinking to drown my defeat. The smoke in my lungs and the ache in my chest, telling me that drinking is my only rest. Glass half empty, heart half full, sipping on whiskey to keep me cool. Every drop's a memory I try to forget, but the more I drink, the more I regret. Ooh, the bottle's empty, but the night's still young. I've been drowning my sorrows since the day we were undone. One last smoke, one last song, fade away where the blues belong. Street lights fading on a quiet street. Old bar waits where the lost souls meet. Whiskey pours like a river slow, washing away the things I know. Guitar hums with a velvet cry, bending notes that never lie. Smoke drifts thick through the midnight air. In this place I leave my cares. Last call at Blue River, pour me one more time. Electric blues and whiskey stains in every line. Long licks on the strings, echoes in the night, finding peace in the darkness beneath the neon light. The clock ticks slow, but the night stays young. Every chord a story sung. Leather boots tap a steady beat, heart and soul on every street. Sustain lingers, a gentle wail, guitar cries with a smoky sound. In this sacred bar, I'm homeward bound. Last call at Blue River, pour me one more time. Electric blues and whiskey stains in every line. Long licks on the strings, echoes in the night, finding peace in the darkness beneath the neon light. Morning comes, but I'm still here, wrapped in chords and fading tears. One last sip before I go. Blue River song, soft and low. Last call at Blue River, pour me one more time. Electric blues and whiskey stains in every line. Long licks on the strings, echoes in the night. Shadowed corners, dim and slow, whiskey warmth begins to flow. Fingers trace the fretboard's line, echoes wrapped in vintage time. Smoke curls soft into the air, electric strings sing wear and care. Long bends hold the restless night, playing deep in amber light. Bottle dreams and midnight blues, guitar weeps with every bruise. Notes that fade like whispered sighs underneath these velvet skies. Glass half empty, stories told in this bar, both young and old find their peace in chords that wail, heartbeats caught inside the tale. Sustain that lingers, warm and slow, analog wave that gently flow. Each vibration tells the truth in the solitude of you. Time, but still I play. Let the music lead the way. bottled dreams. We'll call again. Bottled dreams and midnight blues. Guitar weeps with every bruise. Notes that fade like whispered sighs underneath these velvet skies. Hold the night in every tone in these blues. Smoky haze, bar door swings open, starts my craze. Whiskey drips slow like a secret told. Every sip feels like liquid gold. Strings cry softly on a vintage fret. Electric wails, the night's duet. Fingers slide with a gentle grace, painting stories on this worn-out place. Midnight pouring blues in a glass so deep. Guitar bends linger like a whispered key. Old songs playing where the shadows roam. In this quiet bar I find my home. Vinyl scratches, tales of the past, lost loves, broken dreams that never last. Glass in hand, I watch the time crawl, wrapped in the blues that won't let me fall. Sustained stretches with a velvet cry, analog warmth beneath the night sky. Each note drips slow, a tender plea, a soul's release, wild and free. Midnight pouring blues in a glass so deep. Guitar bends linger like a whispered key. Old songs playing where the shadows roam. In this quiet bar I find my home. Last call sounds, but I'm still here, wrapped in chords and fading fear. One last sip before I leave. Midnight pouring blues, I believe. Hold the night, let the music flow. In the blues, I'm never alone. The clock ticks low in this dim lit place. Whiskey glass, a familiar face. guitar strings, playing out what the night brings. Notes bend soft through the hazy air. Electric whispers a tender prayer. Vinyl crackles beneath the song in this bar where I belong. Smoke rings and slow times fading in the glow. Blues guitar crying, moving soft and low. Long licks like shadows in the midnight sky. In this quiet bar, the world passes by. Glass half empty, but the night's still young. Every chord a story sung. Lost in warmth, in amber light, holding on to fading night. Sustained stretches like a lazy sigh. Analog dreams that never die. Each note a breath from days gone past. Echoes that forever last. Smoke rings in slow times fading in the glow. Blues guitar crying, moving soft and low. Long licks like shadows in the midnight sky. In this quiet bar, the world passes by. Closing time, but the music stays. In the silence of these smoky haze. One last sip, one last refrain. Smoke rings and slow times remain. Smoke rings and slow times fading in the glow. Blues guitar crying, moving soft and dim bar lights paint the evening gold. Whiskey's warmth in my hands I hold. Leather boots tap on the wooden floor. Echoes of heartache, nothing more. Fingers slide on strings, a gentle cry. Electric guitar sighs into the night sky. Smoke curls slowly from a burning flame. Every note calls out a lover's name. Broken glass serenade, play me through the night. Pour the pain but time stands still. In this smoky room, I chase the thrill, long sustained on a trembling note. Analog whispers in every throat. Electric tears fall slow and true. In the heart of blues, I find you. Broken glass serenade, play me through the night. Pour the pain in melodies in soft and fading light. Guitar waves bending low with a vintage sound. In this quiet bar where lost souls are found. Last call's near, but I'm not done. Wrapped in chords till the rising sun. One more sip of amber gold. In this midnight leans against the wooden wall. Candle smoke dancing in the alcohol. There's a silence in the air that speaks too loud, and the blues hum low beneath the crowd. She walked out with the summer heat, left her red scarf on my front seat. Now it's winter in my blood and bones, and this bar feels more like home. There's a song behind the bottle I can't shake. Every sip pulls on a string I didn't break. Guitar moans like it's calling her name, and I'm drinking just to feel the flame. These blues don't lie, they just settle in behind the bottle where the hurt begins. Ashes fall like the words I never said, and I chase them down with bourbon red. The amp's glowing like a dying fire, feeding notes to my one-man choir. Let the tremolo take its time. Let that echo spill across the line. I don't need the light, I just need the sound to keep these ghosts from coming round. A slow bending phrase with long reverb tails. warm and analog tone, like it's crying through rails. Notes hang in air like cigarette smoke, each one breaking but never quite broke. There's a song behind the bottle I still hear. Every pore whispers what I want clear. Guitar moans like it's bleeding my shame. The neon hums beneath the velvet sky, whiskey glass and a slow goodbye. Old bar stool creaks beneath my weight. Time slips by, but the blues won't wait. Fingers dance on strings so warm, electric sighs in a world forlorn. Notes linger long like a fading kiss. Every bend tells a tale of this. Midnight on Main Street, shadows fade to blue. Guitar cries softly, bringing me back to you. In the haze of smoke and the amber glow, this slow ballad's all I know. Vinyl spins a cracked refrain, echoes of laughter, echoes of pain. One last sip before the dawn. In this quiet room I'm never gone. Sustained like a breath held tight, analog warmth in the dead of night. Every note a whisper, every chord a plea. Lost in the music, just guitar and me. Midnight on Main Street, shadows fade to blue. Guitar cries softly, bringing me back to you. In the haze of smoke and the amber glow, this slow ballad's all I know. Closing time, but I remain wrapped in sound, free from pain. One more toast to the night's refrain. Midnight on Main Street calls again. Midnight on Main Street, shadows fade to blue. Guitar cries softly, bringing me back to you. In the haze of smoke and the amber glow, this slow ballad's all I know. Let the music fade slow and deep. In the blues my soul will keep.
I walked in slow, neon bleeding on the floor. Same old stool, Same old ghost behind the door. The jukebox whispers stories soaked in gin. Bartender nods, says you're back again. Ashtrays full, memories burning low. Whiskey glass reflects the face I used to know. A slide guitar cries from the corner stage, and every note just rocks smoking. Smoke rings and whiskey dreams floating through these in-between scenes. I ain't chasing nothing I can hold, just warmth in a bottle and a song that's old. Smoke rings and whiskey dreams, where the pain feels soft and the silence screams. Lady in red, she don't ask for names. We just dance slow, we just play the game. Her perfume mixes with tobacco haze in this broken jukebox cabaret. She don't ask for names. We just dance slow, we just play the game. Her perfume mixes with tobacco haze in this broken jukebox cabaret. Midnight talks and half-remembered laughs, pouring our hearts into finger drafts. Time don't move here like the world outside. It just hums a blues tune and lets it ride. The neon flickers like it's breathing slow. Broken signs outside where the old souls go. Ashtray full and my glass half dry. The jukebox moans like a woman crying at night. Leather boots heavy on the hardwood floor. Bartender nods like he's seen this before. Smoke curls lazy in the amber light. I sip slow, chasing ghosts through the night. Pour me that whiskey rain, let it drown my pain. On velvet nights I feel alive again. Every drop's a song, every burn's a truth. A slow dance with sorrow in a backroom booth. left a red scarf on that all-bar stool. Still smells like her, sweet and cruel. I toast to silence, I toast to sin, to the love I lost and the man I've been. Guitars crying through a vintage amp, dust on the strings, but the soul's still damp. Echoes hum like a prayer in disguise. I close my eyes, let the past rewind. Pour me that whiskey rain, let it drown my pain. On velvet nights I feel alive again. Every drop's a song, every burn's a truth. A slow dance with sorrow in a back room. Crying through a vintage amp, dust on the strings, but the soul's still damp. Echoes hum like a prayer in disguise. I close my eyes, let the past rewind. Pour me that whiskey rain, let it drown my pain. On velvet nights I feel alive again. Every drop's a song, every burn's a truth. A slow dance with sorrow in a back room booth. Keep the lights low, let the vinyl spin. Don't wake me, darling, till the morning drifts in. Street lights flicker on a rain-soaked road. Whiskey whispers carry a heavy load. Old bars hum beneath my tired feet, finding solace in a slow, steady beat. Fingers slide on strings that breathe and moan. Electric blues sing in a tone of their own. Every note a story, every bend a sigh. Underneath this smoky, dim-lit sky. Last call lullaby, play me soft and low. Guitar's aching voice in the midnight glow. Lost in the amber, wrapped in the sound. In this quiet room, peace can be found. Glass half empty, but heart still full. Songs like rivers, deep and soulful. Vinyl spins, the past comes alive. In the music, I survive. Sustain hangs long, a warm embrace. Analog warmth fills the space. Every wail and every cry sings the truth of the last call lullaby. Last call lullaby.
can be found. Closing time, but I won't leave. This melody's the air I breathe. One last toast, one final line. In this song, the night's divine. Last call lullaby, play me soft and low. Guitar's aching voice in the midnight glow. Lost in the amber, wrapped in the sound. In this quiet room, peace can be found. Dusty boots on the wooden floor. The neon sign flickers once more. A lonely glass with amber light calling me in through the fading night. Strings bend slow on my electric friend. Echoes drift like smoke, they send. Every note a whispered sigh, telling tales of the rust and rye. Pour me one more, make it slow and dry. Let the whiskey tell me why. In this bar where the shadows lie, I'm lost in the rust and rye. Whispers hang in the midnight air. Fingers trace the worn guitar snare. A faded past, a quiet cry, in every chord of rust and rye. Long notes bending, crying true. The analog warmth breaking through. That retro pulse, a velvet sky, where guitar and whiskey never die. Pour me one more, make it slow and dry. Let the whiskey tell me why. In this bar where the shadows lie, I'm lost in the rust and rye. Last call's ringing, but I stay wrapped in the blues that never fade away. This whiskey song, my lullaby, sings me home with rust and rye. Pour me one more, make it slow and dry. Let the whiskey tell me why. In this bar where the shadows lie, I'm lost in the rust and rye.
this lonely place. Whiskey's warmth runs slow on my face. Old bar hums a faded tune. Guitar cries beneath the moon. Fingers dance on rusty strings. Electric moans and soulful rings. Smoke drifts soft in amber light, holding on to this quiet night. Whiskey shadows pouring down like rain, lost in the echoes of this sweet refrain. Long bends and vibrato fill the air. In this smoky room, I find my prayer. Glass slips slow through worn-out hands. Stories told in forgotten lands. Vinyl spins with a crackling sound. Memories in every note are found. Sustain lingers, whispers low. Analog warmth in every flow. Guitar sings a tender cry the midnight sky. Whiskey shadows pouring down like rain, lost in the echoes of this sweet refrain. Long bends and vibrato fill the air. In this smoky room, I find my prayer. Closing time, but the night's not done. Wrapped in chords till the rising sun. One last sip before I leave. In whiskey shadows